NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, the MVP of the league back in 2016. It's Matt Ryan.
And I have to believe at his age, you savor situations like this because nobody knows better than he does that getting to the playoffs is simply not that easy. This is where he's got to call upon all of his knowledge of all the games he's played in the past, draw from it, and find a way to win a game. Because not only do you want to savor getting there, you also want to have success as well.
This one completes Alec Pierce. Throwing again on second down. Ryan to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Ryan finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Ryan on second down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
He had yet to run the ball at all in this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle. Here's Taylor. Oh, nice move. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Good running right there. And this is a man that was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Ryan, a little pop pass, jet sweep. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. They'll drop this down to Taylor. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Hines. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Point after here coming up. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. Leading him out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural Deshaun Watson.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback. And he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Watson off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? He'll drop to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. They're able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the third down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Ryan. He's got the hook up to Lazard, and he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Ryan. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick slant caught by Pierce. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
They'll going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. He's got a man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, Watson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of momentum from the offense. Coming up that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
York able to send this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 63 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Ryan. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
A little football 1-on-1 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, Ryan. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now Ryan. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Second down and goal. Ryan looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Colts continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point safely through, and the lead is up to 18 now. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. On first and 10, Watson. And this one too low. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a first down throw, Watson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Watson now to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. To the air yet again, Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, they set up the screen to Chubb. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, BG, thanks very much. The playoffs are ready. What's coming up tomorrow in the AFC? We've got the 3-6 game, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers doing battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. On to a look at the next-gen stats for the Browns in that first half, and they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half, and it's why the scoreline is what it is.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them, and now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And Chubb will try the middle here. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Third and long, it's Watson. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why. And
they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. An extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. And the Browns getting set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Watson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Call it it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Ryan.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he fields it cleanly. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Cleveland offense making their way out. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they've faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the 50, it's Watson. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 24. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. That's complete. It's Bell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now it's Watson. This is caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Chubb diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
Browns 13.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they have made this look easy. There's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
94 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ryan. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. The Colts on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll try the left side with Taylor. Oh, look at the juke. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painting the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. On 2nd and goal, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor from a yard out. And the Colts up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
To try here for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was all finished off by the Jonathan Taylor touchdown catch. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Watson on 1st down.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is Watson. can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Talking about two sides of the ball against purposes, because offensively this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And he wisely will throw that one away. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Watson looks to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. They'll run for it. Chubb. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with the football. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 2-yard gain.
Well, the Colts will play again next weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long.